went from a proposal to a meetup pajama party, which nobody really had on the pajamas except for Yvonne. Yvonne coming at Portia about her man. Portia ready to square up. Cynthia and Marlo going at it, and Cynthia actually cussing her out. Eva sitting in the middle thinking that nothing was gonna pop off. Cynthia started crying. Nene chasing after her. Kenya and Nene almost coming to blows. And now I'm just confused. Real confused. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kim Ray, and I'm back with another Real Housewives of Atlanta review. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe down below to my channel. Like this video to let me know that you enjoy the content. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Kim Ray Music TV and Facebook. Follow the podcast. All the links are down below. Let's get into this review. Okay, so we pick up where we left off last week. All the girls are at the rooftop shindig, and Dennis is re-proposing. Fine enough if we hadn't just heard in the news this past week that he has cheated yet again with another woman, was seen out with 4 women. Let me just get the story straight. Allegedly, he was seen out with 4 women at a diner, maybe a Waffle House, in the wee hours of the night. Portia was nowhere in sight. And apparently him and one girl were pretty cozy. Can't say it's a cousin, can't say it's in-laws, can't say that. So I really hope that he wasn't doing what I think he was doing. All right, because you know, they just had that romantic getaway in Jamaica, Tanya and Paul, Portia and Dennis. And you know, it just would be really unfortunate if that went down. But anyway, all that aside, he re-proposes. Everyone's loving it. Okay, and the ladies get back on the sprinter to head back home. Now, Paul ain't on there. And I'm really confused why Portia joined them, because it's like, you could have just left with Dennis the same way Tanya left with Paul. I don't know, but maybe it's because it was Tanya's thing and Tanya actually had family there. I don't know. But anyway, so they all head back. You know, they always have like the little powwows in somebody's room. Everybody's liquored up, and then it becomes a problem. So we've been seeing this fight for weeks and weeks and weeks, and we've been waiting to see what actually went down. Okay, so the ladies all get together in Marlo's room. And I think it was supposed to be a pajama thing, but Yvonne's the only one that come in pajamas. Everybody else is still in their clothes. And we start trying to get down to the bottom of Snake Gate. Well, actually, before they was on the bus and they was talking about it a little bit. And Portia, that's when she kind of rolls it out. Like, we want to get down to the bottom of it. Everybody, let's meet up tonight. Which, to me, this is a bad idea, because everybody is liquored up, but it's reality TV gold, okay? So they're all in this small behind room with production. I know it was probably hot. Yvonne, I don't know how she was sitting in there in her unmentionables on TV like that without a robe or a shawl or nothing. But anyway, I digress. So they're sitting there, and it's very clear that a couple of them are drunk. Marlo, okay? Marlo and Cynthia start having this, wait. Was Portia in Yvonne's exchange first? I think so. Okay, so I think, see, I didn't really take that many notes this week because Angel was here and, you know, it was just a lot going on. So I didn't really take no notes. I was tweeting and stuff. But, so before Yvonne got there, Portia was like, we gonna pretend like y'all just told us about it, and we gonna try to get her to flip because we really think it was her, right? And so Marlo saying, nah, don't do that. So when she sit down, it's all confusion, because Portia's saying we know, Marlo's saying we don't, y'all playing games, whatever. So I think this how, all I know is something got said, okay? Something got said, maybe Kenya said to Yvonne, you know, you inserted yourself and, you know, you really shouldn't even know about this, so you kind of need to let us know what it is or whatever. Or maybe you shouldn't even be involved. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff that got confused in this. Okay, it was a lot of confusion and moved very fast. Okay, and when it's alcohol involved, it usually does, because your inhibitions are gone. So you misconstrue and misunderstand a lot of little things that are happening. Okay, so I believe it was Kenya and Yvonne first. And then Cynthia was really trying to hear from Yvonne. And then Nene walks in with her boob out and has like a pasty on it. And that was weird, right? And so it's very clear that she's drunk as well. Okay, so Portia, everybody's saying they don't really care about Yvonne. You know, everybody's coming at Yvonne. And Nene is not saying anything, which I feel like it's a setup. It's like you pumped this up to be a thing. And then you kept saying it like as leverage. And yeah, Yvonne's the one that told you, but I kind of feel like Yvonne told you that in confidence, but she did say it in front of the cameras. Or maybe she said it because you told her to say it. I don't know. Either way, an altercation ensues between Yvonne and Portia because Yvonne says your man is the snake. And this is when me and Angel was just like, bruh, what? Like you're not even a part of the crew. You're not even a part of the group. So how are you going to step this far out of bounds? You know, it's like when you come to somebody's house for the first time and you just be all in their cabinets. Like, you just got here. You've never been here, boo. And for you to be all in my stuff. Like, that's what Yvonne was on. So, of course, Portia hops up because Portia's liquored up. You know, she's probably on a hen dog. And it's like, me and my man just got back. Cool. Too soon, too soon, too soon. And she keeps talking about her man with the animals. And I'm like, bruh, like, you're out of line. So then they start. So they got to all come back together. But I think this is before. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Turn this air off. Okay, I'm back. So I think this is before. This must have been after. I wish I could watch it again, but if I do, this is just gonna throw me all off for tonight. Because I still got lesson planning to do. But anyway, there's an altercation that happens between Marlo and Cynthia. And usually Cynthia kind of backpedals. She's kind of nice about it. Not tonight, honey. She was in the ringer with Marlo. She was calling out her name. She was cussing her out. She was letting her know she did not appreciate what she was bringing, right? And so this is when Nene's like, this is the 50 Cent I know. But I'm like, she ain't doing nothing but defending herself. And so that kind of just like, I mean, a lot of things were revealed in the coonery, okay, in the confusion. Number one, the biggest thing that was revealed was, Nene, you clearly have a problem with Cynthia because she's grown. She's learning to finally speak up for herself, and that's the problem that you have with her. This is a 50 Cent, you know, okay, because she doesn't roll over and play dead, like you say. Another thing that was revealed was there's no RDO. There's just no RDO, okay? No RDO. Because if there was, because Yvonne, it seemed like Yvonne was like, she had no clue. Like, she looking at Nene like, okay, get me out of this because you told me what to say. I said it. And now you're acting like there really is something and there's not. Didn't she have that kind of look in her eye like, Nene saved me? And Nene was kind of acting like this is all on Yvonne. And then at the end, when she's talking to Marlo, like, this is all on you. Like, why would you come at those girls like that? Why would you say this, and that? Why would you bring up that moment? Like, you caused all this. And I'm like, Nene, you orchestrated. You put everybody in position to make your mess for you. It's mind-blowing when people back out of stuff. Even when she's describing the situation to Tanya the next morning, I was like, this is not the perspective I will be getting the whole play-by-play from. I'm just saying. But anyway, so we had Yvonne and Portia. Now Portia don't mess with Yvonne like that, okay? So then we had Marlo and Cynthia. Cynthia has left the room. She is crying. Nene goes after her, which I'm confused. But in her confessional is saying that you did not defend me, or you didn't speak up for me, or let me know that Kenya was coming to the thing last year, which was really, really, really dumb. So I'm not going to let you know what I know. This is what she's saying in the confessional as she's chasing after Cynthia. So it really makes no sense. So for some reason, they all come back to the room, which is unbeknownst to me. I don't understand it. Eva's over it. Okay. She got to get on the plane. She's not worried if she's pregnant. Candy confused, just like me and you. And then not Portia. So I think they're all trying to sit back down. And Nene is saying something. Kenya's saying, no, Nene, because when you had the floor, you should have just said something then. And which she is right. It's like Nene just kind of just dropped all these little nuggets and then all these little bombs and watched them explode. And then wanted to just be like, it wasn't me type of thing. So then Kenya and Nene get into it, and I'm talking about was almost about to start scrapping, and Kenya did not look a lick scared, okay? Portia runs over to tell Nene, no, don't do that, and then Nene perceives that as, I guess me and Portia are good now, which is crazy to me because it's like, Portia is a honest to God good person. So if she sees anyone participating in something or about to get in something that they don't need to get into, yes, she's gonna go to you and tell you to calm down. I don't think it's all is not forgiven just because she did that. I just was like, man, we really narcissism on a whole nother level. Okay, so all of that was going on. Tanya wasn't there for it. The next morning, Ivana leaves, Nene leaves. Nene leaves. Okay, we get the carnival, we get the ladies twerking it up, juking it out, right? They're having a good time. It was cool to see them all in the costumes, beautiful brown bodies, all that was great. Okay, we get to this conversation later on when all the ladies come down for dinner, where Kenya is yet again being messy. You know, one thing about Tanya and Paul's situation, while I don't understand it, it is their situation. So the fact that they're engaged lets me know that they want to be married. I don't know what the big holdup is, but it's like I don't know if she's insecure about it, but I mean, wouldn't you be? It's like, maybe she wants to be married, or I mean, what she's saying is that she doesn't, but the fact that she's engaged just makes it feel like you want to be married. It'd be one thing if they were just boyfriend and girlfriend. It's like, okay, well, they're not advocates of marriage, but you guys got engaged and you've been engaged all these years. And you know, Kenya uses the messiest of ways to ask this question. I have forgot about the cookie lady. But I guess she had this little nugget of information where she goes, you guys know Paul, right? With the sign of her cookie place showing. You guys know Paul, right? Well, he had bought me a drink and he was like flirty and I guess he got my number type of thing. And so my thing is like, so y'all didn't think this cookie lady was just trying to get her place on the map? Like, let me get some clout, do anything for clout for my cookie shop? The fact that I don't know, it was just all really messy to me. And when you become a wife, or when you get serious with someone, it seems like you would have a little bit more couth with other people who have been with someone when it comes to news like this. Now, no, Kenya's not dealing with infidelity, but you are not in a happy marriage. And maybe that's why she's cutting up like this. To me, it just feels like jealousy on a whole nother level. Like, why are you trying to sabotage this woman's marriage? Or, I'm sorry, her relationship. So she is talking all around the corner and all around the bush about a scenario. Let me play devil's advocate. First of all, got a wig on, got all this hair. So that was a first. I mean, the wig didn't look bad, but it was very evidently a wig. But anyway, so she says, you know, if your friend knew that your husband or significant other, okay, she says we're all wives here, right? You're a wife, you're a wife, you're a wife. Okay, you guys are engaged, you're engaged, you're engaged. If you knew that someone here's husband or significant other or fiance was cheating, would you tell them, and vice versa, would you want to know, right? And so everybody goes around, yeah, I would want to know, blah, 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 right? And so Kenya starts like just getting really messy, going back and forth with Tanya, like, well, how do you know he wouldn't? And what would you do? And what constitutes as cheating? And Candy and, Cynthia recall this tea of old girl. And so we're going to see in the episodes coming up, because, they kind of got to plant the seed and then we can watch it grow in the other episodes. But we're kind of going to see this unfold where she's coming for the relationship. And to me, it's like, you're coming for her relationship because it's the only relationship that seems like it's not flawed, and you can't come for Eva's because Eva's not having it, right? So you're going to come for Tanya, and it's just annoying. It's just annoying. So Kenya was, tonight her role was to like go to bat for Cynthia and have her back, and she was doing that very well. And I was all for Kenya until this very last scene where she is clearly picking on Tanya, and it's like, bruh, like you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. Y'all probably have all kind of fans and people who send you DMs and people who come up to you like, yeah, I was flirting with so-and-so, and you don't know that it went anywhere. And, a couple of them are saying that it's the beginning of cheating. And while it might be the beginning of cheating, it's like, if it ain't nothing, and then you're not even that close to me, so don't tell me, because it seems spiteful. I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comments what you thought. I didn't do last week's episode because it was just blah and I was getting ready for my week. So as these reviews come, y'all know I'm going to be choosing my battles because it just be a whole lot over here. All right. Anyway, y'all let me know what you thought about this week's episode. I'm Cameron. That's been your review, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.